the curves on these things do not seem to be like on a like look at that angle. Look at that curve on these quarters. They seem to be not like on a radius. They seem to be more on a parabola, kind of ellipse kind of thing, which is pretty unusual. So I wonder what that will do is it makes you have to like pull the board up more, and then when you drop in, you're gonna be dropping with more force because you're going down quicker. It's kind of interesting, very unusual. Actually, I don't know if we've ever seen anything like this before. See, I feel like you could tell right there. It's just much steeper. It's a steeper quarter than you would expect, and I don't know what the result of that's going to be. But they do have these interesting, like, kind of fences that are built into the backing of these quarters and other areas of the park. So interesting. I mean, it's definitely a see now these humps, these like kind of circular pyramids. I don't know what you want to call them, but they are. So that's an interesting feature right there that you're not going to see at most every park. They also have a series of bowls, and they connect, as you can see. I think they're filming part 2 of Avril Lavigne's Skater Boy, getting ready for that. So here's some more bowlage, kidney bowl kind of thing, looking good. These are some serious bowls. How about here? There's like a little, see this right here. This is sort of like what this park is about. All these like kind of humps. I think they're trying to make it into like a pump park. And I like pump parks. That's the idea where you can, kind of move around the park without having to get off your board. You can just kind of roll over, pull yourself up and over those obstacles. So that's an example right there. So you could do that. Can't find those everywhere. It's kind of actually rare. And yeah, no, these are big, and I actually think these. My guess is that these are actually pretty good to learn on because of the way that they're shaped and the way that they connect with each other. I think so. I think that's pretty good. So if you were to, and then you can increase your height over here in the deep bowl. This is sort of the medium size. Here's the smallest. I think this is the shallowest. Then it gets a little deeper, and then the deepest over there. Still doing some celebrating for the 4th of July, and. So we got a little box, a little ramp over there, rails, another improvised quarter over here, one that's a little bit smaller. And then, let's see. So we got that really big pyramid up to the backside of that, the west. This is to the west here, to the west mini. You got the east mini and the west mini over there, and you got so you couldn't see it on the other side, but there's like a pyramid that goes up to that with a parking block. This really here's that's interesting, like a ledge right here, going down here to this this kind of divider ledge over here, and then this interesting kind of structure here with this like gumdrop kind of noodle in the middle. Kraft does have one of their factories here, so maybe if you dig under there, there'll be a big macaroni noodle over there. Probably not, but and here's another fun box, and that goes. You could go back this way, one way, that way, and yeah. And here's an assemblage of DIY ramps and stuff. You got some ramp cord. You got a spine. Yeah, looks good. And look at that rail. That's a high rail right there. If anyone going for that, that's a pretty big one right there. Yeah, so this actually has a nice view of the park, and it's not a shabby park. I mean, there's a lot going on in this park. You could spend days, months here. All right, well I think that pretty much gives you a good idea of what Spalding Skate Park is about. And yeah, as far as the skill space is concerned, around the park, lots of options. Really, and this is one where you're probably not going to. It's like you have to make an effort to try to mix the two. In other words, because we're not doing that anyway. But if you're out here passing 6 clubs, I think that would be, that's really what it's all about. Just like out here somewhere in this area, or back there, like you're supporting the skateboarders by being near them. They're like, yo, we've got these jugglers showing up. We've got these what's going on? We got kendama people showing up, but we're outside the skate park. So the skill does not go into the skate park. And also, yes, we can get into whether skateboarding is skill or not. Okay, well, skateboarding, let's just say, is soft skill. So hard skill would not be going into the skate park. So soft skill we'll talk about soft skill later, but so there's hard skill, soft skill. Hard skill, juggling, yo-yo, kendama. A lot of the flow stuff is going to be hard skill. Basically hard meaning it's like definitely skill. And the soft skill stuff is like, one person bowling, not competing against anyone. Bicycling somewhere, not in a race. As soon as you get any sort of competitive aspect of it where you're competing, that's going to be you're going to be moving outside of skill at all. It's not going to be hard skill. It's not going to be soft skill. It will be competitive activity. So skill in general is non-competitive. Of course, if we take a hard skill and we start competing with it, then it's still a hard skill, and we have to work on that in another way, because there is competitive juggling, and there's competitive kendama, etc. So we're working on it. But yeah, Champaign, Illinois, as part of the Twin City of Champaign-Urbana. This is the end of the last few days of July 2026. And Spalding Park with lots of skill space in the area. So yeah, and just remember, you don't have to be near a skate park. That is what we're doing with these videos. At some point we might switch over and start doing skill in other locations. All right, until next video, stay cool.